Welcome back to Sports Wrap on the road from the Pinnacle, and it's certainly what an honor and privilege it is to introduce the head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals, Coach Lewis. Thank you so much for being with us, Coach.
You're very welcome, Tom. Very welcome.
Coach, everybody that talks, first of all, Coach, I told you off camera, there are a lot of Bengal fans here in Toledo. It's not, I know you're thinking it's just Browns and Lions, and that is not true, Coach.
Well, I'm excited about that, and I think that was good to hear. And obviously, we have a sold-out event here tonight, so that's a neat thing.
Great. Coach, when you talk to people around the Bengal organization, you hear a reoccurring thematic statement of what you've brought to this club, and that is professionalism. Talk about that. What does that mean to you?
Well, being a pro to me means that your preparation and how you do it, you go about it in a way where you take care of your job, you do the little things that make you the best you can be. You learn how to treat other people and other things around you with the respect that a professional goes about his job.
Coach, I know winning and losing in the NFL is a finite thing. There's just there's a slight margin there. And is it the details? I hear you're a detail fella. Is it the details that will make the difference for you?
Oh, there's no question. The little things and how you go about your everyday work is what counts. And, all the time, you make the statement to people, what you do when no one's watching really is a measure of what kind of person you are, what kind of player you are, and as far as the NFL goes.
Coach, all-state quarterback in Pennsylvania. A lot of great quarterbacks came out of that area.
I don't know if I was quite all-state, but
close.
It was because we had a good running back.
Okay,
so I ran a lot of screen passes.
Okay,
that's what it was.
Working at bubble screen, were you, Coach?
Screens and things like that.
Okay, all-state quarterback. You went to Idaho State, and what so impressed me, Coach, is you played quarterback, safety, linebacker. Did that give you a different insight into the game, that you played a lot of positions and really understood the game on both sides of the ball?
I mean, I was lucky, I think, from the time I was 8.5, 9 years old when I started playing football. I had a lot of good coaches that really taught us how to play the game from the ground up and the foundation, fundamentals. And playing those positions, as you said, when I got to Idaho State, I understood offense, I understood the defense. I wasn't very good as a linebacker, so I used to listen to the offensive play in the huddle, and cheat all the time. So that's how I played linebacker. I used to make a lot of plays that way.
Coach, I played a little quarterback in college, and, man, I hated those kind of guys, They'd get the play and they'd jump in the play. You'd throw the ball, they'd pick it and go the other way.
I'd pay attention, the offensive team in the huddle, and, that running back would come out with that big smile on his face.
You knew he was getting the
ball. So it wasn't that hard.
You're a smart man, Coach. Coach, I got to ask you because, John Kitna had a terrific season a season ago, and when you decided to make the switch to Carson Palmer, and he's a rookie with tremendous upside, but I think a lot of coaches would have been fearful of criticism. John had a real solid season. Here you've got the rookie. He's going to, make some mistakes. I mean, that's just inherent in the position and the learning. And the Carson Palmer project, Coach, I think has been spectacular. Did you have some trepidation, or were you just solid on Carson was going to get it done?
No, I was really convinced that Carson would be our quarterback when we finished the season the year before. But I did take some time, talk with both guys the day the season was over. But I took some time to think about it and told them that I would get back to them in about a 6-week period. Because before we went into free agency, the draft, and all of our off-season stuff, I wanted our football team to know who our quarterback was going to be, and so that the rest of the team could grow up in support of Carson.
Well, I thought what you said there, Coach, is brilliant. A lot of people don't get that. I think when a quarterback doesn't feel like he's the guy, if he's looking over his shoulder, if he knows when he makes a mistake, he's going to get pulled, he plays the game differently. You've got to, when you're taking those snaps, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to throw interceptions. You got to feel like Coach is backing me.
Right.
And you gave Carson that feeling, and hence he's played so well.
We really just flipped the script from the year before with John. It was John's ball the year before, and he had it as long as he took care of it. And last year it was Carson's ball, and he was going to have it as long as he took care of it.
Well, again, so many Bengal fans here in Toledo, Coach. What about the draft? Talk about your draft. How do you feel about it?
I'm excited. I think the draft is always a positive for an organization, but in this case, it really hit us with a couple guys that made some sense for us and hit us at areas of need. David Pollock, Odell Thurman early on, our offensive center, Eric Guychek from Central Michigan. So we're excited about what they bring.
And, Coach, we're down to about 30 seconds or less, but you're going to get in the playoffs this year, and you're going to get it done, and you're going to have a great season. But what's the one element that you want to go in and improve on this year that you think is still lacking a little bit?
Well, we've been talking about getting to the playoffs, and we haven't got there.
Right.
So we need to really go down to the detail. It's keep people in our division from running the football against us, and we have to run the football against us, and we have to win the takeaway margins. And those are the things that in our AFC North division, that's what win games between Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and Cleveland. That's what wins in our division.
Coach Lewis, we thank you so much for coming to Toledo. We thank you for being here for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and we're so proud of you and proud of the job you're doing with the Bengals, and look forward to those playoffs this year.
Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Coach. We'll be back with more Sports Wrap on the road.